Hello there, welcome to the ninth video tutorial in C++ programming language. What we're going to do this time is we'll be reviewing loops and if-else with probably some more additions in our knowledge. So we know that if I have an integer age, in fact let's take an integer n for number and I print out on the screen, enter a positive number and I've taken the input in n, and now if I check it, if the number a is less than or equal to 0, which means it is not positive, the user did not do what I told him to do. He's a badass. So I print out on the screen invalid input, press any key to exit. Now I'll wait for the user to press a key, which is actually getch. And this getch is a method, a function, or whatever you want to call it. I think it's called function in C++, which is included in the header file ponyo.h. And there you go. After the user presses their input, just exit out of this, and to exit out of any function you have to return. In case of integer, you will have to return an integer value. In case of float, you will have to return a float value. Just trust me, for now we are using main, so just put in return 0 wherever you want to exit the program. We'll be dealing with it later. Okay. So now, if the program reaches this stage, which means this condition was actually false. Now, if the condition was false, I'll say I have to check for odd even. I think the comments in the input blocks are not very clear in color. It's written check for odd even in commented form. Okay. Now, if the remain n percent sign 2, which is the remainder, when we divide n with 2 is the same is the same as 0. This means it's the same as, which is the left side should be the same as right hand side, but to return true as it will return false. So it's print out on the screen, n is an even number, and this backslash n is just another way in which you can go to the next one. Cout n is an odd number, and there you go. And I run this program. A was not declared in this scope, really sorry. It's n. It runs enter a positive number. I'm a badass guy, I enter -5. The compiler knows that I'm a badass guy and says specifically to exit. Enter a positive number. Okay, I trust you. I'll enter a positive number 15. 15 is an odd number, fine. I run it. 22. 22 is an even number, good. So that's how it runs. This was the basic logic of an if-else. This thing returns the remainder when this number is divided by this number. This is called the modulus operator. And this thing is 0, and this thing checks if the thing on the left to it, which is this, the same as the thing on the right to it, which is this. So to the remainder, when n is divided by 2, should be the same as 0, when this will return true, and if this thing returns true, this line of code is executed, else this line of code is executed. And then here you see this block gets over and return 0 is executed. And right here I check if n is less than or equal to 0. This is what it will do. It will print this thing out. It will wait for the user's input and then return 0, which means it will exit out of the function. So there you go. In case you want to talk about loops now, where are loops actually useful? Well, if I say without a complication, loops are useful by doing same thing multiple number of times. You have to add 50 numbers. 50, 50. So option 1, int a1, a2, a3, and so on up to a50. You take that manually, you add them up. Or integer input and integer sum, which is equal to 0. For int I equals 0, I is less than 50. This loop will run 50 times. I've taken the input of not I but n, which I have called input in here. I add that thing to sum. Sum plus equals input. I tell the user to print, not print, but enter the numbers sequentially. There you go. And right here, I will print on the screen the sum of the entered numbers is sum. And in fact, what more power do you want? And then how many numbers? I've taken the input of n. C goes in next line. And I'm not restricted to 50, I'm saying n. I'll run this thing. And how many numbers? 5. Enter the numbers sequentially. 15, 22, 22, 14, 9. And the sum of entered numbers is 62. And I know many of you don't trust it. But 15 plus 2 plus 22 plus 14 plus 9 is actually 62. So the program ran absolutely fine. And see, the only way you can solve this problem is with the help of loops. So we basically covered everything we have done till now in a less number of videos with a few more details like return, get ch, and in fact it is not recommended to include nonsense header files. I mean, not exactly that this header file is nonsense, but it's not needed for this program, you can clearly see. So thank you for watching and please subscribe to my channel. See you in the next video.